You should never have a problem with trusting yourself, boo. Yourself is all you have. So if you don't like it, you always have the right to move on. What's up, cousins? My name is Simone J. Cohen, and thank you for tapping into the House of Bougie. Now, we're going to have an interesting story time for you guys, and also Ghetto News coming to you live. So let's heart run on in. This is Ghetto News coming to you live from the trap. So today on Ghetto News, let's first start off by talking about the Sweetie meal. So as you guys all know, Sweetie is in her bag right now with the McDonald's meal that she got. So it's called the Sweetie meal. And my thoughts on it, it's really just like a Big Mac meal, Big Mac combo bundle with, just some nuggets. But what makes it so special is the special sauce, sweet and sour sauce that comes with it. Now, mind you, can get any size drink that you would like. You can get any size of fries that you like. But it's so interesting that a black woman did a McDonald's meal. So therefore, I hope you guys check it out. I'm going to check it out as well after I finish recording. Tell me all your thoughts. Tell me what your taste buds liked about it. Tell me all that good stuff. But me personally, I just think it's a simple combo. But it's a great idea because to see a black woman do it at a McDonald's franchise, that's so interesting. So there's another story we got breaking to you guys. Oh my God. I really hate to see it, but we're going to talk about it anyway. You already know me. Lying ass R. Kelly. So lately it's been in the press talking about some R. Kelly wants to drop his charges because allegedly he got exposed for his partner's allegations of them having herpes and other STDs and false information. Okay, that's great. But mind you, you want all your charges to be dropped? Pedophilia, what else? Kidnapping, assault, rape, underage, just a lot of charges and a lot of families that you have ruined with your quote unquote fame and success. Like when I tell you this man is a monster, but mind you, he wants all his charges to be dropped. He doesn't look at what he has done. He doesn't look at how many people he has hurt. He doesn't look at how many girls he has falsely touched and manipulated. He doesn't look at that. He looks as well. Since there's some false information and some false allegations, I guess I'm gonna get over on you hoes and I'm finna get out. No, bucko, you're gonna stay in there the rest of your life. You're gonna stay in there the rest of your life. You know why? Because you've hurt so many people. You hurt so many people. You damaged so many people's lives. People came to you for fame and success and wind up being kidnapped, manipulated, and raped. And I just feel like that's crazy because it's just like, not to separate the music from the artist, but I am, because the artist and the music don't have shit to do what the hell he damn did to them people. And it's just like, you can't tell me when y'all was partying and doing all this stuff, you weren't telling me that somebody had something. Somebody had something, because 9 times out of 10 you were sharing. And go look back at the documentary. There were 2 girls that were saying that they used to go to these parties and they used to play with, each other homeboys. They used to play around with each other homeboys. And of course, you can't tell me that R. Kelly would knew or set some up. Of course they knew. Of course they were sharing girl to girl. You can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. But that's the tea on that. Did you know that Beyonce was on the cover of Bazaar? She looks amazingly stunning. Amazingly stunning. Very queen tease. This is her, I want to say, 4th cover of that magazine. She looks so beautiful. She is turning 40 very, very soon. Aging like fine wine, sis. Aging like fine wine. But we're going to talk about Chris Summers. So, I don't know about you, but Chris Summers is my woman crush. Every time people talk about Chris Summers, y'all gonna get off Chris, because Chris is bad. Chris is bad. She need to be up there with the Jadas, with the Aries, with the Indias, she up there, okay? And a lot of people in media, or a lot of people in general, try to make her seem as the enemy or the homewrecker, or just gives bad vibes, where Chris Summers is not the enemy. You know, a lot of people body shame her. A lot of people bully her because of her features. Chris Summers is very beautiful. You need to get off Chris Summers. Plus, she does music. I don't know if anyone knows that, but she actually does record. She raps. I think she sings a little. She's very talented. She's not only beautiful, but very talented girl. So make sure you check out her music. So yeah, that's all we got for Ghetto News, you guys. But let's hop right on into this crazy story time.
Hey man, you a little sucker for love. Word up. I should have seen you was trouble right from the start. Taught me so many lessons, how not to mess with broken hearts. So many questions. When this began, we was the perfect match. Perhaps we had some problems, but we working at it. And now the arguments are getting loud. I wanna stay, but I can't help from walking out. Let's throw it away.
That I've been dying to talk to you guys about. I just wanted to get all my facts straight. You know when you want to talk about something, but you don't got all the deets, so you got to remember all the deets, and you don't want to miss no detail. You don't want to leave no leaf unturned. You know, you just got to have all the facts, all of them. So we're going to talk about my homeless ex. We're going to talk about the football player from hell. We're going to talk about all of that because, oh my God. Mind you, this happened back in high school, so my memory is a little bit blurry, but I did dig up over all the facts. I wanted to spill all the tea, because it's just crazy. Crazy. So, his nickname is going to be, we're going to call him Booby, because he had man boobs. Yeah. So, describing him would be, he was around 240 pounds. He was, I want to say 6'5" or 6'4". He was pretty tall. He was a pretty big dude. So we met the first day of my senior year. Like, child, mind you, this was a new school. This is a new environment. I got lost my first day. I generally hated the school I went to my senior year just because it was very culture shocking, mind you. Before that school, I went to a school where it was predominantly other races. Yes, it was black people, but it was a lot of mixed black people. It was a lot of people, others, like color, Mexicans, Indians, like a lot of very melting pot of races. So for me to go to the school I went to senior year, it was very culture shocking. It was something that I'd never seen before. It was very predominantly black. It was very ghetto, very seasonal. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because I'm seasonal myself. But I'm talking about like the ratchet ghetto, the loud ghetto, the whole we nasty, we in here ghetto. Like, I don't like all that. So we met the first day in a breakout period. If you don't know what a breakout period is, it's when you go to a class, I want to say for 45 minutes, 50 minutes tops, and they just tell you more about different type of subjects. Like, they teach you about sex ed, they teach you about scholarships, they teach you about a lot of different stuff, programs that they have. They probably do an activity with you, surveys to help the school, things like that. So that's what happens in a breakout period. So I'm getting my locker information, and the teacher's like, oh, tell me about yourself, because, I never met you. So I'm telling them about myself. Like, this whole time, like, this dude is looking at me. I'm like, who is this? Like, why is he staring at me up and down? And I'm just talking, and I look at him, right? And he just look away. I'm like, okay, he want to play cat and dog, mouse and cat. Okay. So I sit down or whatever, and he's like, hey, yo, And I keep hearing, "Hey, yo." I'm like, who? He like, "Hey, shorty." I turn around. I'm like, the fuck? Because, like, I'm not your shorty. I'm not a yo. I'm not your ma. I'm not what's up. I'm not none of that. You gonna say, "Hello, nice to meet you. My name is." Give me my respect, okay? I'm a lady. So he's like, "What school you came from? I never seen you before." Like, giving very crackhead at the gas station vibes. Giving very thirsty vibes. Just all of that. And it's just like, as a new girl, at a high school, senior high school, you're equal to fresh meat, just like if you were a freshman. You're equal to new opportunities. You're very equal to people wanting to know you just because you look very mysterious. Like, people want to know who you are. And me, I really wasn't trying to be an acceptance to none of that. I really was just trying to mind my business, do my work, and go home. I really wasn't trying to make friends. And honestly, I don't talk to those people that I talked to, that I did talk to when I was in school, just because that's not my cup of tea. So, I was just like, "Oh, yeah, I'm from blah, blah, blah high school." And he was like, "Oh, for real? Like, I got homies, like, that go to that school." I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Do you know so-and-so?" I'm like, I think I heard of them, or I think I heard about her or heard about him." He's like, "Oh, okay, oh, cool. Like, so he just was like, "Well, my name is Booby, and I've been going here for 3 years now. I never seen you before. You so beautiful." I'm like, "Thanks. Like, what do you want me to say?" So, we just got to know each other, and he was like, "If you need anything, just hit me up." And then I was like, "Well, I do have a question, because nobody knows where this class is that I keep asking." I think it was like my other period. I had science. Yeah, I remember I had science. So in me having science, I was like, "Yeah, I have science. Like, I need you to help me find this class." So, like, he helped me find this class or whatever. And I thought, like, it was going to be the last of me seeing him whatsoever. Then someone in my science class like, "Oh, like, how do you know Booby?" And I was like, "Well, I just met him. Like, this is my first day." And I was like, "Ooh, girl, like, blah, blah, blah." You have to watch out for those females that be like, "Ooh, that's your man," or "Ooh, you know him." Because 9 times out of 10, they know him for something. They either then hit him up, or they just know each other, or she got some tea on him. And you need to stay away from those type of brides, because them type of brides will have you stressed and depressed, okay? Don't ever be friends with a broad that's trying to tell you about what your man doing in the streets. Because ask her, "How you know? How did my name come about? How did my man's name come about?" And they're going to be very speechless. They're going to be very speechless. So fast forward, I found out that he had a locker that was like close to mine or whatever. And, we were just talking or whatever. And he was like, "Can I get your phone number?" And I was just like, "You know what? Let me just get this dude off my trail." So I wound up giving him my phone number or whatnot. Because, we had, I think we had a class together anyways. So it was best to give him my phone number, just because, like, I wasn't very great in math. So I just wanted to give him my phone number. So I gave him my phone number or whatnot, and we talked. I want to say a few times. And then one night we talked on the phone. And we just had a really deep conversation. I talked about some stuff like my background, like just school in general. But he was talking about how, his lights were off at his house, how, he really didn't have any food